All right, good morning. This is Jeff Scott. The class is AWD1000, Web Development Technologies. Today is Tuesday, the 14th of March, and today is your first JavaScript hands-on test. It's on chapters 1 through 3. The test was emailed to you this morning. I'm going to go over the 5 problems on the test in just a moment. And as it says, the test is due by 11:59 this evening. Tomorrow, and this is still wrong. Tomorrow we're going to go over chapters 4 and 5, and then 5 and 7 on Thursday. So that's a mistake. I apologize for that. I said I'd fix it and I didn't. All right, Friday will be a lab. Your chapters 1 to 3 written tests, labs, and homework are due this Sunday. 4, 5, and 7 will be due the following Sunday. Just leave it at that right now. Now let's take a quick look at the test. All right. So here it is. There are 5 problems. The first problem says to create an array named favorite movies that holds 3 of your personal favorite movies. All right. So in other words, when you create the array, throw 3 movies into it. All right. Then prompt the user to enter their favorite movie. Add that movie to the existing array, and then use a for loop to print out all values. So in other words, when you run it, it should look something like this. Where is it? So come in here and say, what is your favorite movie? So let's just say your favorite movie. This is one of the favorites of my granddaughter is Hocus Pocus. So you put that in there. And then it says a list of our favorite movies. And I've got now 4 of them in there. The 3 that I put in originally, Field of Dreams, Rocky, and Dirty Harry. And then the one that was just added, Hocus Pocus. All right. You should not allow the user to put in a blank. That doesn't really make any sense. I don't know if I handled that or not. Let's take a quick look here. I'm going to rerun it. I'm going to leave it blank. And it just sits there and says, what is your favorite movie until you put something in. Now, it doesn't check anything as far as, I mean, I can put in here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now that's one of my favorite movies, but that's okay. All right. So that is number 1. Number 2, age verification. Prompt the user to enter their age. If the age is 21 or above, say welcome to the venue. If it's less than 21, say you're not old enough. If it's less than 1 or greater than 125, say you're out of range. And if you put in non-numeric input, say please enter your age. So let's see if I can, what is there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 tests we have to make here. So let's bring that one up. Good morning. I'm just going over the test right now, just so you know. So all right. So let me go back and I will bring up number 1 again, just so you can see it. So number 1 was the adding the favorite movie to the list. So let me just quickly bring that one up. So it asks you for a movie. If you put nothing in there, if you leave it blank, it just keeps asking you. So if I come in there and I put in Harry Potter. All right. You should come in there and create a string array with 3 of your favorite movies in there. I just grabbed 3 of them. Let the user enter another movie and then add that to them. So you show all 4 of your favorite movies. So that was the first one. The second one that's in here is an age verification thing. So you ask the user to enter their age and they can put in one of 4 things. They can put in a valid age, which is between 1 and 125. If they do that, if they put in a number greater than 21 or 21 or more, it says welcome to the venue. Between 1 and 20, it says you're not old enough. If you put in something non-numeric, it says please enter your age. And if you put in a negative number or 0 or a number greater than 125, it says age out of range. So if we look quickly at that one, so it says please enter your age. If I do come in there and leave it blank, please enter your age. Run the program again. Yeah, because I set it up so you can keep running it. So if we put in 20, which means you're not old enough, says you're not old enough. If we put in something out of range, like 0, says age out of range. If we put in like 21, which means you're in range. Whoops. Let's try that again. Welcome to the venue. All right. So that's basically everything that you have to do in there. And you only have to do what's in the requirements. If they don't say in the requirements, you want to let the user run it over and over and over again, then you don't have to put it in. But you can put it in if you want to. All right. Okay, so number 3. Question number 3 is for song lyrics. There is a song by a group called Three Dog Night that's called 1. And it says 1 is the loneliest number you'll ever do. 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1. And Mr. Smith made up this, there is no 3. All right. So those are the only 3 valid things that you can enter in here to get some output. If you type in something non-numeric, it should say, please enter a number, not a word. And if you put in a number that's less than 1 or greater than 3, it should say you didn't enter a valid number. All right. So we run this. If I put in 1, it says 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. If I put in a 2, it says 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1. If I put in a 3, it says there is no 3. If I leave it blank, it says please enter a number, not a word. Or if I put in something non-numeric, same message, please enter a number, not a word. All right. If I put in something out of range, like 0, all right, don't know why it's doing that, but let's try that again. So 0, you did not enter a valid number. Okay. Run the program again. Yeah. And finally, 4. You didn't enter a valid number. All right. And that's everything on there. All right. So that one's already been running, but let's bring that one back. So the last 2 should really take you like that, almost no time. If you have any problems with number 4 or 5, yesterday I did not put it in the repo, but in the lecture I did. I basically did problems like these last 2. So print out all the odd numbers between 1 and 100 using a while loop. So when you run that particular problem, notice 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. through 99. That's exactly what your output should be. All right. And finally, the last one that's in there, print the following numbers between 1 and 100 using a for loop. There's several ways this can be done. I showed a few of them yesterday. All right. Make sure you use a while loop here. Make sure you use a for loop there. That's part of what you're getting, for the grade on there. And when I run this one, there are the numbers 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, and 90. In other words, these 6 multiples of 15 between 1 and 100. The other thing too, I found this online. If you're interested in it, I'll just leave it up there for a minute. If you go out, you don't even need this. If you just go out to quickref.me.javascript, it's a JavaScript cheat sheet. All right. I'm not even saying you'll need it right now, but it's got some neat things in it that explain different things about JavaScript if you're so inclined. What I am going to do tonight is I'm going to make a key. In other words, I'm going to do all 5 of these problems for you. And I'm going to take that, and tonight I'm going to make a video on that. All right. And when I do that, once I've made that video, I'll send it out to everybody, but it'll be private. In other words, it won't be out on the YouTube account. It'll just be private, so you'll all be able to click on it and see it. Now, I will only do that if all of the people in the class have taken the test. All right. So I will make the video, but I will look tomorrow and make sure that everyone has turned in a test. If they have, then I will make that video available so that any of you who want to look at it would be able to do so. Again, tomorrow I'm going to start by going over chapter 4, which is on functions and objects. All right, we'll see where we are time-wise in there. But if there's time, we'll also go through chapter 5, which is on debugging. All right, fixing errors in programs. So we'll talk about that. If we don't finish that tomorrow, all right, then on Thursday, we will start up and do anything we have to do on chapter 5. Again, that's debugging, and then go right into chapter 7, which is on images and timers. All right. Next week, sometime, you'll have a test on 4, 5, and 7. We're skipping 6 right now, but after we take the test next week on 4, 5, and 7, we'll go back and we will do chapter 6. All right, just so you've got some kind of an idea of what's going on time-wise. So, like I said, that's it. I will be online all period. So if you run into a question on anything, feel free to send me an email. Okay. And if you discover something's on here that seems to be in error, well, you made a mistake on this, just let me know. All right. And if that's the case, I'll break in, or else I'll send out an email, I'll blast out an email to everybody and let you know. But unless you have any questions, that's all that I have. All right. Then thanks a lot. I will see you tomorrow morning.